Just came in from a men's meeting. Hadn't done the daily Bible reading. I thought I'd do that before I turn in. It's 9:44 p.m. Drank a little bit of coffee at the men's meeting. I hope I can go to sleep. Go in here in a minute and have a glass of milk. That usually helps. Lydia judged to be faithful. Today is Tuesday, August 25th. 2 Kings 4, 8 through 17. Second Kings 4, 8 through 17. Second Kings 4, 8 through 17. Elisha and the Shunammite woman. One day Elisha, this is Elijah's successor, Elisha went on to Shunem, where a wealthy woman lived who urged him to eat some food. So whenever he passed that way, he would turn in there to eat food. And she said to her husband, "Behold, now I know that this is a holy man of God who is continually passing our way. Let us make a small room on the roof with walls and put there for him a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp, so that whenever he comes to us, he can go in there." One day he came there and he turned into the chamber and rested there. And he said to Gehazi, his servant, "Call this Shunammite." When he called her, she stood before him, and he said to him, Say now to her, see, you have taken all this trouble for us. What is to be done for you? Would you have a word spoken on your behalf to the king or to the commander of the army? She answered, I dwell among my own people. And he said, what then is to be done for her? Gehazi answered, well, she has no son, and her husband is old. He said, call her. And when he had called her, she stood in the doorway, and he said, at this season, about this time next year, you shall embrace a son. And she said to him, no, my lord, O man of God, do not lie to your servant. But the woman conceived, and she bore a son about that time, the following spring, as Elisha had said to her. I told you this miracle before, but you might have missed it. Chris Van Lotten associate pastor at Bethel Church, was preaching in a service at YWAM, and he knew there was a couple there who had lost their only child. They were distraught and suffering, and he called them up and he said, "You are going to have twins to replace that child you lost." The meeting was over, everybody went home. I think he said about 20 years later, he was ministering at a meeting, and a woman came up to him and said, "Do you remember me?" And he said, "No." She said, I was the one at the YWAM meeting where you prophesied would have twins. He said, "Oh yes, now I remember you." And she said, "I wanted you to see, here are my twins." You had twin girls. So miracles do still happen today. Go in peace, knowing that God loves you and that Jesus Christ died for you, and he is coming again soon. Pray this milk will take away this buzz I got in my head, and I can go to sleep. God bless. It was coffee and tea.